Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has issued a stern warning to Syria's new regime. Speaking in a video address on Tuesday, Netanyahu stressed that it would take necessary measures to safeguard its security and prevent threats from emerging across its borders.
We want to have relations with the new regime in Syria. But if this regime allows Iran to re-establish itself in Syria, or allows the transfer of Iranian weapons or weapons of any kind to Hezbollah or attack us, we will respond forcefully and we will exact a heavy price. What happened to the previous regime will also happen to this one.
All right, DD India's Amit Mukherjee joins us with the latest on this. Amit, now we see the Salvation government take charge in Syria, but after the political chaos, what are the challenges ahead for this new government? What do we expect? How will it function? As it says that it will take care of the government till March 1st. It will be caretaker government till 1st of March.
Well, Preeti, as far as challenges are concerned, it's just the beginning of all the challenges. Quite a number of challenges which the caretaker government of Syria will now be facing. This government which has been formed along through a consortium of all those rebel groups which have been fighting against the Assad, dispensation. They have got together, they have elected the caretaker prime minister, which you rightly pointed out, and his term is till March 1st. Now he will have to ensure a smooth transition, which he's already doing. Mohammed al-Bashir, who is the caretaker prime minister, he has already initiated steps. He's talking with the previous dispensation for a smooth transition of power. And, there will be a caretaker government for at least, a year till a democratic process is, kind of established to elect the new government by the people of Syria. Now, the other challenges are, apart from the fact that they have the current dispensation, which is in charge of Syria, has overthrown the Assad administration, but it is still getting a lot of, challenges, facing a lot of challenges in terms of, other countries which were opposed to the Assad administration. They are still conducting some raids in terms of, air raids and other assaults, to try to neutralize the remaining Assad military outfits which have been acting against them. We saw Israel act against them, and also feelers from other countries which probably, I wouldn't really say they are trying to dictate terms, but they are issuing strong warnings to the present dispensation in charge in terms of having links with Iran. They don't want any links with Iran, which the Assad government has been having. Also, the support from Hezbollah that Assad was getting earlier. All those things are being spoken, made very clear with the current dispensation. Of course, the US has been saying that they want to engage with the current dispensation and, establish peace and stability in the region. They are with the people of Syria. So a lot of factors are playing out, which actually, if you look at it, are also the challenge of the dispensation, present dispensation, which has been largely involved in fighting battles, to overthrow the existing regime. So for them, setting up an administrative setup would be a big challenge, and which will only come with time. Until then, we'll have to see how the various forces, with the external forces, as well as, the factors within the country, within Syria, plays out.
All right, Amit, you're talking of how the new administration setup would be challenging. But then what kind of role do the people in Syria at this point play? One, and also we've talked about the US reaction, we've talked about the word of caution that is coming from Israel. What more international reactions are you picking up? Have any more international reactions come in?
To answer the first part of your question, Preeti, as far as people of Syria are concerned, they are absolutely overwhelmed. As we have been seeing reports, they have been, under the oppressive rule of Assad for the last over a decade, in fact, almost 15 years. So which is why for them, freedom has come at a very high price, but they are right now rejoicing, but they still don't really know how their future is going to, pan out, considering the fact that the government that has taken over have been designated as militant organizations, parts of the present government. So another task would be, again, US has made it very clear over the period of time. For example, the HTS, Hayat Taibi, Al-Sham, the biggest, rebel outfit. I mean, that is still designated as a terrorist organization, and over the period of time, since it's part of the present government now, it will have to be declassified as a terrorist organization. So that is one thing that we are looking at. Of course, Syrians, they will have to understand, this transition, and they will still have to wait till, a government of their choice is installed once a democratic process is kind of, put in place. That again is going to take about a year's time. And as far as other forces, the external factors are concerned, administrations and countries which have had a cordial relationship with the Assad administration, they are trying to, put across the terms and conditions which will be laid, which are being laid before the present government in control, and they will have to abide by those till they get recognized. The current government of Syria gets recognized by the external forces. So pretty much not only for people of Syria, also for the present government, which has now toppled the Assad administration and taken charge, they are facing a lot of challenges at this point in time.
All right, Amit, thank you for joining in with those details.